convincing scores so far in the first 6 matches here in Nanjing. Next on court is the reigning Olympic champion CHEN Long, the 8th seeds, the 2-time world champion, former world champion from China, up against Jen Hao of Chinese Taipei. In the upper half of the draw, as you can see, only 1 match completed so far in this part of the draw. That's Kenta Nishimoto, who moved into the second round quite as expected. As we wait to get the players on court, we get some stats on them. CHEN Long, eventually 29 years of age and currently ranked 8th in the world, but has spent 76 weeks as world #1. Jen Hao, 26 years of age, ranked 34 at the moment, but has been as high as 20. Entering this tournament as the 3rd player from Chinese Taipei, 2 others being Wang Zuwei and of course Zhou Qianqian. Coming in with a lot of confidence, Jen Hao, as he reached the final of last week's tournament in Singapore, where he eventually lost out to none other than Zhou. So here's the Olympic champion leading on his opponent, and as you can see, there's some height difference there. 17 centimeters to be precise. Jen Hao 170, whilst CHEN Long is 187. So that's 5'6" for Jen Hao and 6'1" for CHEN Long. Lots of speculations about what kind of shape CHEN Long is in here. As you can see, CHEN Long leads the head-to-heads 4-1, but it's actually even more dominant than so, because the one victory for Jen Hao was a withdrawal from CHEN Long in 2012. So tough task ahead of the player from Chinese Taipei. But as I said, a lot of guesswork and speculations about the shape of the Olympic champion here. Hasn't been dominant at all since the Olympics in Rio 2016. Has only won 2 tournaments since then, the Asia Championship in 2017 in Wuhan and China Open in 2017. Here's some stats on Jen Hao. Was actually not invited in the first phase for these World Championships. Was not in top 24 on the world ranking, which is required if a country is to have 3 players in the draw, but eventually, as the entries came in, spots opened up and he was invited in phase 2. CHEN Long, born in Jingdou, Hubei province. Lives in Beijing, but also has some roots in Xiamen. was married to his longtime girlfriend, former international Wang Zhishan.
Ready to play.
In November last year. Wang Zhishan is from Jiangsu province here, where we are playing this World Championships. As far as I'm concerned, she has graduated with a Bachelor in Finance and Economics. Two important tournaments coming up for CHEN Long. This World Championships on home soil, and of course the Asian Games, which is the only major tournament that CHEN Long hasn't won yet. Got a monkey off his back, winning the Thomas Cup as the skipper as the first men's singles. Here's our umpire, Rohana De Silva.
And on my left, CHEN Long, China. Jen Hao to serve, low wall.
And David Graf from Schwerin, service judge. Match is underway. Jen Hao with the serve.
One, low.
Chinese TPE coaches.
Two, low.
Go wide.
1, 2.
I guess it's one of the other matches we've seen today. Players feeling each other's teeth and trying to get used to the playing conditions here in the first part of the match. That's a good rally. Might be the longest rally today on this court one. Definitely wanting to find the right lines for players. Jen Hao. He describes himself as a player who likes to play rallies, and he definitely had the chance to that here. 69 shots. Would also rate CHEN Long as a more patient player who's not afraid of letting the opponent have the first attack, but can play different styles. We've seen that. That's well played. convincingly Chen Long in all the 4 previous matches that has been completed. Most points that Jen Hao has scored in a game was 16. That was in his home tournament in 2015. Otherwise, the scores are 5 and 8, 2, 7, 9, 9 and 13. So you would suspect that the advantage would be with this man, Chen Long, even though Jen Hao comes straight off his best result in his career, the runner-up placement in Singapore.
Service over 3-4.
Wide. Smash from Chen Long. Very different hall here in Nanjing compared to a number of the other arenas that we're playing on the World Tour. As much drift as, for instance, in Singapore and Indonesia, and to some extent Malaysia Open. Players tend to denote it as a little bit of a slow arena. It's possible to play rallies. For instance, Indonesia trying to play rallies on the 69 shots in men's singles. It's not going to go down well because of the nature of the arena. It's gone wide as well. Missed that one, Chen Long.
5-4.
I must say that even though we have some really good rallies and long rallies here in the beginning, I have a hard time imagining Jen Hao come out on the good side of these long rally battles here. Chen Long has the advantage, in my opinion, in reach and I think also in shot quality. But on the other hand, I mean, it's hard for Jen Hao to suddenly change his playing style.
6 5.
Hasn't got the biggest of smashes. Yeah, well left. Well left by CHEN Long, and
7.
from Chinese perspective, this seems like an almost ideal matchup here in the first round, because it's really hard for me to see HSU Jen Hao hurt CHEN Long in the attack, and that sort of leaves CHEN Long a lot of time to calibrate his game, to get his shots correct. Judging from this one, he might need it, but
7.
sometimes we often see in the beginning of tournaments in the first 2 rounds that there's some mishits, because you have to adjust. Well played by CHEN Long. Applause from Chen Yu, men's singles coach, and the head singles coach Sha Xuanxi, the world champion of 2003 and Olympic bronze medalist 2000.
Eight, 6. Play.
Well played.
6.
Won 7 tournaments in 2015, CHEN Long. Then none in 2016, up until the Olympic Games in Rio. Of course, he won those, beating Li Chengwei in the final, and then after Rio, only 2 tournament victories again. So it actually is totally in line with the women's singles Olympic champion Carolina Marin. Also only won a couple of 3 tournaments, because there's been 2 European Championships and then the Hong Kong Open. So I guess she'll be rooting for CHEN Long to go far in this tournament. Yeah, he wants to change the shuttle. HSU Jen Hao. Very encouraging performance by Su in Singapore Open. He'd previously had 6 first-round losses in 2018 here, and since the beginning of 2017 he's lost the first round on 16 occasions. So very encouraging to go through to the final in Singapore Open. So runner-up last year in Bitburger Open, Super 300 level, and lost to Rasmus Gemke. Also semi-final in New Zealand Open. So once in a while he seems to pop up, creating good results, but struggling a little bit to be a regular on the Super 750s and Super 1000s. Good defense, excellent defense by Jen Hao. Chen Long can't understand it. He tries a couple of times to get that net shot right. And there's actually one ranking where Jen Hao is above Chen Long, and that's the race to Guangzhou, where Jen Hao is at the moment 25th and Chen Long only number 33. Race to Guangzhou, of course, the year-end finales, the World Tour finals. So Jen Hao has done better on the World Tour this year than Chen Long, according to the ranking. He's going to get it back. No. It's going to go wide, and Chen Long, the reigning Olympic champion, the home favorite here in Nanjing, China, is having a 2-point lead coming into this mid-game interval here in the first game. Chen Long, pictures of him in full effect, and almost ready to resume play here.
11-9.
Heavy strapping on his left knee, but impossible for us to tell whether it's small injury or just precaution. Hesitating a little bit, Jen Hao, whether he should return that or not. Oh, luck of the net court from CHEN Long. And eventually netted by Jen Hao. And we've sort of got the second half of this first game started. A monster-long rally. 43 shots, that wasn't... I thought it was closer to the match record here. 69 shots that we had earlier on. Few persons who, they're mostly male, but if this was happening in women's doubles, they would immediately say that this was boring. That one is called Long, but a challenge from CHEN Long.
Challenge, ball out.
Definitely was Long. Good job by our linesman. It's not so often that we have
one challenge remaining.
Two patient players play each other in men's singles. Normally you would go into a match against either CHEN Long or Jen Hao and say, hey, we don't want to play too long rallies. We think our opponents have the upper hand in that, so we create a different game plan. But here is a clashing game plan, if you could say. Both players are quite content in good shots. And of course, once in a while they try an attacking shot and see if the return is useful in terms of going on attacking, or you should play it a little bit more safe and patient. So there has to be enormous quality on these clears and lifts and so on, because otherwise the opponent will take advantage. Well left by Jen Hao. Clinched fist there. 11-13. He's not that far from his best game result against CHEN Long. Seen a couple of times when CHEN Long plays someone Ho of Korea. Unfortunately also withdrawn from this tournament, but when he plays him, you can also see matches like this where it's a much more patient game than we're used to seeing. So the only one to take a game off CHEN Long in Rio in the Olympic tournament. Good shot. And it could be about now. It could also be postponed till later, but I think eventually, as the players have played for a while, CHEN Long will benefit even more from his reach, as of course both players will be a little bit tired, or that's perhaps not the right word, but they won't be as fresh as they were in the beginning of the match. Good shot. Excellent shot by CHEN Long. He's had his moments, Jen Hao, in the picture here. Even though I mentioned that he'd had a lot of first-round losses, he's also beaten some of the world's top players. On occasions, he beat Wang Zuwei in French Open, his compatriot. He beat someone Ho in French Open. Beat Jano Jorgensen of Denmark in the Thomas Cup campaign in 2016. Beat Shrikant Kidambi in Singapore in 2016 as well. So apparently Singapore is happy hunting grounds for Jen Hao.
Service over. 12-16. Please. Play.
So into the decisive phase of the first game here. The impression is that there's everything's calm and no danger for CHEN Long. He can work his way to points. Let's see if it holds up for the remainder of this first game.
17-12.
Mostly CHEN Long, who sort of takes his chances once in a while with the smash. Jen Hao not really trying to do a lot. But, right now it seems like it's going to be business as usual. 6-point lead for CHEN Long. Very long first game, played 27 minutes so far.
Play.
That was a little bit longer than it took reigning world champion and top seed Victor Axelsen to dispose of Duarte Angel of Portugal. 26 minutes for the whole match. Mistakes are creeping in now for Jen Hao. It's gone long.
Service over, 13-19.
Yeah, well left. Excellent follow-up by the reigning Olympic champion, and that gives him 7 game point opportunities.
Game point 13.
Excellent play by CHEN Long. After 31 minutes of play, he takes the first game. 21-13, as Mohamed Da Silva announces. So we're ready to get game 2 started. Almost ready. So
Second game.
the Chinese Taipei coaching, and
Play.
I'd really love to be able to understand what they were saying, because they can't really come up with a good idea for Jen Hao as to how he's going to come back into this match.
1 low.
I simply don't see that the player from Chinese Taipei has the tools to scare CHEN Long. But maybe they've come up with something during the interval here. That's going to be interesting to see.
2 low.
Excellent. Little quick deception from CHEN Long, and he points towards Chen Yu and Xia Shuai. As to say, was that what you meant, guys? I think he can be pretty satisfied with that shot himself. The scoreline for the first game was 21-13. I wonder how many of those 13 points that Su Jen Hao actively won himself. I think almost all of them was mistakes from CHEN Long, but that's all right. That's the way that he plays and wins his points. Development perspective would be important for Su Jen Hao to figure out how can he do even better. Playing his fourth World Championship here in Nanjing. Now we've passed the second round so far. Playing his sixth World Championship. Champion in 14 and 15. Bronze in 17 in Glasgow. Quarterfinalist the last time it was played in China. Guangzhou lost to Lin Dan, who went on to win the title back then. And then, of course, the famous first round defeat in 2011 in London, where he lost to a certain Kevin Corden. He's said prior to this season here that I could be affected by the opinions on the internet and on the social media, and I really hope to be myself in 2018 and not be affected by what others think of me, and that pretty much, I think, sums it up for a large number of athletes. You know, the English national football team, they had a sports psychologist working mainly to protect and help the players handle the fans and the social media. It's been obvious that he has gotten to CHEN Long in Thomas Cup campaigns, that he was shouldering a lot of responsibilities as heir to Lin Dan's throne and the new first men's singles, and he's had to learn how to cope with that. Good lift.
Service over. 3-6.
Excellent play by Chen Long. As always, making the opportunity bigger and bigger at the net. We saw him much more aggressive style in China Open in 2017 in Fuzhou, the tournament he won, beating Victor Axelsen in the final. So definitely can play a more aggressive style, Chen Long, if that's what's needed. Good shot from Jen Hao. Definitely won that point himself.
5-7.
Beautiful smash down the line. I think he really should play a little bit more aggressive from time to time. By that I mean launch some of these smashes and of course be ready to play on if they are not winners, but he would keep Chen Long focusing on the defense as well. He's not had to do that for a while. It's perfect placement by Su. Perfect lift. Oh, it's well in. I actually thought it was much closer. That looked long to me. He was in perfect position himself, Long, so no problem in playing it. Another opportunity would occur. As should it.
Service over. 7-8.
We're having the court mobbed again. I'm wondering how many towels he brings for practice back home in Kaohsiung. Jen Hao. First two shots by Jen Hao, but eventually Chen Long wouldn't be denied. Perfect placement of that smash. shot. Very efficient. The attack to the forehand side of Jen Hao. Yeah, finally he left it CHEN Long, and it definitely was long. I think now we're going to have it checked. I think Ruhana da Silva should tell the Chinese coaches that they are not allowed to coach yet. Clearly out. Here's the Hawkeye decision. Totally in line with what we saw on the pictures, and now the coaches should be allowed on court. So having a little bit of extra time. CHEN Long in control, but he's been made to work for it by Jen Hao. I'm not sure he minds that so much, given that he can come out victorious of this match. He's definitely discussing with his coaches on the back line there, and I think he could have left a couple of more shots and won the points a little bit easier. I feel that there's a little bit of drift coming from Jen Hao towards CHEN Long. That means it's more difficult for Su to control his shots to the back line. Well played. Well inside the line there. 13-7 lead for CHEN Long. As mentioned earlier, we've got 12 matches for you in total today, and next up here is men's doubles with young Chinese pair Chen Kai and Zhou Haodong against Chalina and Bocha of Poland. That's directly after this match. Straight points for CHEN Long, the reigning Olympic champion, has stamped his mark on this first round match against Jen Hao. Oi, fantastic save there by Jen Hao. I think it was the only shot he could return I think all of the shots would have been a winner from CHEN Long. Totally in line with the way we see CHEN Long. He gives thumbs up to his opponent for a good save. Punished. The weak flicker there from CHEN Long. Excellent quick racket movement by Jen Hao. Oi. That's it. It's going wide. A little bit of side drift, helping it to go wide. There is actually one more list where Jen Hao is above CHEN Long here. That's the earnings list of 2018. Jen Hao earned $16,000, whilst CHEN Long had to settle for $10,000 so far. Of course, everybody's expecting that CHEN Long is targeting this tournament and the Asian Games, but let's see. Excellent play there by Jen Hao. First a great defense, and then the kill at the net. Tried his best to get it back, CHEN Long. He could have returned it with the grip of his racket. I don't know what would have happened then. How can the umpire determine whether it's the grip or the fingers that it hits? Shuttle.
Service over. 18 to win. To win.
Two points away from this first round victory, CHEN Long. That's the wrong call. And challenged by Jen Hao. That smash from CHEN Long that went wide. At least that's how it looked from our position here, but you know, the totally opposite side. So I wouldn't rule out that it could have caught just a little bit of the line, just a little bit like that. Yeah, it's way up.
Correction out. Service over. 13-19.
Great net play. He was there, CHEN Long. He was covering it, but the shot was way too good. He couldn't do anything.
19.
What a great point by Jen Hao. That hits the top of the court, and Jen Hao gets it right back to him. Yeah, he read that. Oh! Came off the frame of the racket. That shot from Chen Long. And, totally unpredictable for Jen Hao.
14.
And that sets up 6 match points for the reigning Olympic champion. 6 match points for Chen Long. Gone long.
Service over. 15-20.
It's gone long, and Chen Long has booked his spot in the second round, beating Jen Hao. Long match, 57 minutes for a straight game victory of...
Match won by Chen Long, 21-13, 21-15.
Exactly as Mohamed Da Silva says, 21-13, 21-15. But he's through to the next round and will play the winner of the match between George Julian Paul from Mauritius and Kosit Phetpradet of Thailand. We'll be back with men's doubles action in just a little while.